Hi and welcome to this reading. Today's reading, I am restarting a reading that I have attempted to do multiple times. I'm not sure whether the energy doesn't want to come through. I've just started it again and I've been interrupted again. So I'm going to give it one final go. Sometimes that happens when there's more pieces of a puzzle that I'm meant to collect before I put out the information. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. A bit about me first. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I pick up on energy prior to a reading. All of my readings are timeless. Whenever you stumble across this reading, you are meant to find it. All of the decks that I use on my channel are my own designs because I'm also an illustrator. So if you call to any of those, the links can be found in the description box. Please only take the messages that resonate. If you're unsure, give it to God. I've got 5 cards here. 3 are from my travel deck, 1 is from my favorite things deck, and the other is from my Gwen deck. A combination of cards, a combination of things that have been going on in your life. When I started this reading, I heard enough of this shit show. God is about to call judgment. I'm hearing the song, the Counting Crows song, It's Raining in Baltimore. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's raining in Baltimore. Okay, so what I've got here is 3 cards from my travel deck. This one here is the internal dome of St. Peter's Basilica. Now, St. Peter's Basilica was built on the foundations of Peter, who was one of the 4 evangelists, and the little circle here, because there are 4 of them around this dome. This particular one is Mark, and he's holding on to, or he's sitting with a lion. Now, not a religious reading, but this, I've got to give you the image, the messages that are coming through with the imagery of the cards. So if you think of the number 4, it's something solid, something stable. It's the foundations of something, but it's talking about John's vision in the book of Revelation. Now, in the book of Revelation, that's where we get the 7 angels that blow the 7 trumpets. And we've got a trumpeter here, an angel blowing a trumpet. Enough of this shit show was the thing that I heard. Now we've got here, again, another lion raining in Baltimore. This is the monument to the Battle of Waterloo, where Napoleon lost the battle. He won lots of wars, but he lost the final battle because it rained the night before. Or there'd been this almighty, actually it was, I think it was that morning, almighty storm. Something about rain here. There'd been an almighty storm. And he was a master strategist, but Napoleon, Leon means lion. So we've got a lion here, we've got a lion here. So a battle that was lost by somebody who thought that he couldn't lose. Napoleon. That was in the last Pluto and Aquarius transit. This was also just after the last Pluto and Aquarius transit. These are transits that happen every 250 years, and they see a 20-year period of major revolutionary change, just after the French Revolution. Then we have the circus. Now that's in Bath. In Bath in England, a circus. A shit show somewhere. An end to this circus. And I'm just going back to what I wrote. A clown show, the end to this clown show, and a sacrifice. Jesus and Mary, a sacrifice. A sacrifice has been made, and God's calling judgment. Now, the song that I got was Superhero, and I think it's the script. I'll put it in the description. Stole the prophet's dream for a prophet on the street. Now, the other thing that I'm getting reference to, today is June 13, which is Revelation 6:13, but it also aligns in the Bible. And again, I'm giving you stuff that I've been given. The seals. Then I saw the Lamb break open the first of the 7 seals, and I heard one of the 4 living creatures say in a voice that sounded like thunder. The 4 living creatures are the 4, the lion, the man, the ox, and the eagle that John saw in the book of Revelations, that he listed in the book of Revelations, which is where I am. This is his painting. We've got a lion and a lion. somebody bullheaded, pig-headed. Leo is the opposite of Aquarius. So we are in a 20-year Pluto and Aquarius transit, and it's when the people bring down the Leo energies, these big egoic energies. I looked, there was a white horse. Its rider held a bow. He was given a crown. He rode out as a conqueror to conquer. Then the Lamb broke open the second seal, and I heard the living creature say, "Come." And the other horse came out, the red one. So this is the 4 horses coming out, the 4 horses of the apocalypse, essentially. The 7th seal, when the Lamb broke open, the Lamb, we've got the Lamb here, broke open the 7th seal. There was silence in heaven for about half an hour. And then we go on to the trumpets. Revelation 8:6. Now, we've just had the 8th of the 6th, which was Pentecost. Then the 7 angels with the 7 trumpets prepared to blow them. So, there's information coming out. 7 angels with the 7 trumpets prepared to blow them. The first angel blew his trumpet. Hail and fire mixed with blood came pouring down on the earth. A third of the earth was burned up, a third of the trees and every blade of green grass. Then the second angel blew his trumpet. Something that looked like a huge mountain on fire was thrown into the sea. A third of the sea was turned into blood, a third of the living creatures in the sea died, and a third of the ships were destroyed. Then the third angel blew his trumpet. A large star burning like a torch dropped from the sky and fell on a third of the rivers and on the springs of water. The name of the star is bitterness. A third of the water turned bitter, and many people died from drinking the water because it had turned bitter. Then the 4th angel blew his trumpet. Now this is 8:12. Then the 4th angel blew his trumpet. A third of the sun was struck, and a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that their light lost a third of its brightness. There was no light during a third of the day and a third of the night. That's, to me, that's the 3 days of darkness. Then I looked, and I heard an eagle that was flying high in the air, say in a loud voice, "O horror, how horrible it will be for all who live on the earth when the sound comes from the trumpets that the other 3 angels must blow." Then the 5th angel blew his trumpet. I saw a star which had fallen down to the earth, and it was given the key to the abyss. The star opened the abyss, and smoke poured out of it, like the smoke from a large furnace. The sunlight and the air were darkened by the smoke from the abyss. Locusts came down out of the smoke upon the earth, and they were given the same kind of power that scorpions have. They were told not to harm grass or trees or any other plant during those 5 months. The locusts looked like horses ready for battle, and on their heads they had what seemed to be crowns of lightning, rumblings, and peals of thunder, and earthquake, and heavy hail. And it goes on and on and on through from the fall of Babylon, the angels and the last plagues. I don't read the Bible in that way, but I'm being called to passages, specific passages. They stole the prophet's dream for a prophet on the street. This judgment being called on a big Leo energy, and it's coming through in all the readings. I'm just getting it in different ways with different cards. So I'm going to pop these cards here, and I'm going to something about rain here. Millennial rain. In Islam and Christianity, the belief is that Christ will return for his millennial reign. So we've got a play on words here, a reign. Timmy Trumpet. Why did I just hear Timmy Trumpet? Okay, let's get an angel. $43, that's a number 7. Protection from your enemies. 7 is a divine number. It's divine completion. It's a spiritual journey. Number 22, fortune, fame, and new ventures. Protection from your enemies is the 5 of Cups. So that's a card of a disappointment. Something... I don't want to say something being taken from you. I want to say something not playing out the way that you had hoped. Those born under this angel will love the military and glory. That's Napoleon. And will be in rapport with the angel of war and become famous through the use of arms. This angel may be called upon for the destruction of the enemy and the deliverance from bondage. The seal. It's breaking the seal. And it's funny because I was talking about the seals, right? So these seals in the trumpets and the seals. I was meant to get, there's distractions going on. It's like a circus. The circus is in town. I was meant to, we've ordered a car and it was meant to arrive today. The 6th of the 13th is today. But it's been delayed. Like every time I go to do this reading, it's been delayed. It's now not arriving until the 20th, which is next Friday. But it's called a sea lion, a seal lion 7, a circus, a seal and a lion. We've got 2 lions here. Soul guardian for those born 2 p.m. to 2:20 p.m. Moral guardian for those born the 1st of May, the 12th of July, the 22nd of September, the 3rd of December, and the 13th of February. Physical guardian for those born the 16th to the 20th of October. Okay, let's get some cards. Let's see what wants to come out here. Okay, King of Cups, Neptune and Pisces, and the 10 of Swords. That's the energy around you. So this is 10s are the end. And we've got a truth coming out. The trumpet's being blown. Something is being unearthed because a King of Cups is Neptune down the depths. Some sort of information is coming forward because that's Archangel Michael's sword of truth about protection from your enemies. Maybe about how... The Queen of Pentacles. The Devil. You know, the Vatican's got the most wealth, like so wealthy. How the devil used, this is accumulation of wealth. Tithings. How the devil stole the profit stream for a profit on the street. How somebody has accumulated wealth. The circus, that's in Bath. That's the most expensive place to live. Look at this build. Look at me, I'm the lion on the top. It's giving me Lion King vibes, actually. Stole the profit stream for a profit on the street. And God's blowing the trumpet. 8 of Wands. Now, the King of Wands. About how somebody, the Tower, has built their wealth. Wow. When the bow breaks, the cradle will fall. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. That's how somebody's built their wish fulfillment. On a sacrifice that you made, the 9 of Pentacles. They've built their financial freedom on some sort of sacrifice. And when you think about the church, when you think about the Catholic Church, all of the priests that hid under the cloth, under the veil of, I'm a priest, I would never do that. On the sacrifice of little children, really, when you think about it. All of the claims of... This is the message from God, the Ace of Wands. God's about to burn. I'm going to swear on these readings today. He's about to burn some shit down. Ace of Wands. A truth is being revealed. Something's being lit up. You can hear my candle. Something's being lit up. The Hangman. We're being illuminated. The Hangman is an epiphany. It's a bit like, is it the Tower Bridge or London Bridge? It's actually got bones of people in underneath the foundations of it. The foundations of something that somebody has built are about to come crashing down, because in that, we're talking about sacrifice. The Queen of Cups, intuition. Maybe you're going to be illuminated when this trumpet sounds. Maybe you're not aware. Oh, it's cold. Okay, let's get, what else? Yeah, how they built. That's the Eight of Pentacles. How they built their wealth. Stole the profit stream for a profit on the street. And it's happening now. Wow. Okay, Eight of Wands. Communication coming in. And then we've got the Star, divine timing. And it's divine timing for us to be illuminated. Ace of Wands. Five of Pentacles. And the Four of Cups. In the original drawing of that card, it is literally, and I just said, oh, it's cold. It's winter here in Brisbane, but it's just starting to get cold in the afternoon now. It's a picture of a church. The original drawing is a church. It's all lovely inside. But the people that are meant to frequent the church, there's a lady and a young boy that are outside the church in the snow, when the reality is the church is meant to be welcoming. And even if you look at that, like it's concrete. It's not soft. Like if it was winter and that wasn't heated inside, you'd be bloody freezing. It's almost this illusion on the outside. Protection from your enemies. It's not going to keep you warm at all. In fact, Four of Cups, it's the moon in Cancer. There's been disappointment. A circus, I think, is a magician, like an illusionist. Lions jumping through hoops. Maybe you've been made to jump through hoops. It's all coming out. The trumpet is being blown. Timmy Trumpet. The King of Cups, again, he's here. It's a release. That was coming through in the last reading. The Dam, a release, again. The Five of Cups. It's disappointment. That's what this one was. The Five of Cups. On the bottom, the King of Pentacles. That's somebody who's built wealth. Built wealth, but no spiritual substance. Get that one. Endurance. Else in here. Forgiveness. I recognize that nurturing resentment hinders the radiant flow of love. This is meant to be because we've got two epiphany cards here. It's I get it, but not be stuck in it. See it for the lesson and then move through it. Challenges. I embrace the notion that adversity is the finest teacher on the path of learning. It's meant to be, you're not meant to be stuck there. You're not meant to be stuck in the mud. That's what happened to Napoleon's troops. They lost the battle because it had rained the night before and they got stuck in the mud. Imagination. I warmly embrace and nurture the creative essence of my mind. Perception. I recognize that each individual traverses their own distinct journey, complete with its own set of trials and tribulations. Oh, goodness. It's really cold. Okay. What do I want to get? Let's get a message. Good health, physical, spiritual, and mental. Compass. Part of the journey that your soul is on. Judgement. And life purpose. Whatever's happening in your life, it's happening now at this particular point in time, because that's the card of divine timing, and it's happening for a reason. Tying up loose ends. The divine is tying up the loose ends for you. This devil energy. A mystical new moon in Pisces signals an epic finale on the horizon. That's beautiful. And full moon in Aries, it's time to juggle spirituality and practicality like a cosmic circus act. How funny. Enough of this clown show. Okay, I'm going to get you, I don't want to do a big long reading for this. I just want something nice and quick and simple. Some Scrabble tiles, letters and numbers in here. I'm going to give it a shake. It does make a little bit of noise. If you have hearing sensitivity, just turn your volume down. I'm going to shake it in 3, 2, 1. See if there's any messages. Now we've got an X there, an E and a 1, and an X and an 8. X is also the tav in Hebrew, which is the end. A C and a 3, a I and a 1, a G and a 2, an R and a 1, an N and a 1, do not resuscitate. It's the end. Enough of this clown show. Stole the profit stream for a profit on the street. Okay, I'm going to get you 3 final cards, and then I'm going to leave you. Anything else that we need to know? Oh, goodness. Okay. It's been hidden. A battle, deception, intuition, and the end. The Nine of Cups, that's wish fulfillment. That's where you're headed. After being trapped in a hidden deceptive battle. The world is karmic completion. It's the end. It's the end for this person. And God's doing it. That's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for joining me. If the reading resonated with you, please give it a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I do post regularly, and I will see you in another reading.